Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo, and I'm here with your December tarot forecast. So as always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you guidance from the universe on how to best navigate the energies of the months of December. At the end, I'll post some messages from your person of interest to yourself. And at the beginning, we'll start with a quick oracle message from the Sacred Traveler deck. So without further ado, let's get started. Just a reminder that these readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising Taurus. So if you're watching for a sun sign, please check out videos for your other placements as well. Also, I do personal readings. You can order them through my website, mindfulbamboo.com, or send me an email, especially if you feel like you require a custom kind of approach to your reading. And last but not least, there's also a TV show that I'm doing with Bold and Brave TV. It's called Mindfully Awake. It's out every Friday at 6 p.m. AST. And you can also find the episodes that have aired so far on this channel. There's a playlist on this channel with the same name, Mindfully Awake, and you can find those episodes. It's about practical mindfulness, which, like, that part of the concept is especially important to me as a Taurus. Oh wow, I can't believe it. You saw me shuffling. I was shuffling quite a lot, but you got exactly the same card that I just pulled in Aries reading, the unknown territory. But I guess that's the time we're in. That's the energy. You're exactly where you need to be, Taurus. Let's get more information with tarot on what that actually means in your case. But yeah, we discussed with Aries that, you know, when we are in unknown territory, our brain starts getting anxious, getting concerned. It's like this danger siren is like starting to go off because it's unknown, right? We don't know if it's safe. And that's why by definition, like, there is that anxiety, like, to keep our body and mind active and alert. Like, that's from those ancient times when we needed to survive in the wildlife, for example, like quite physically, literally. Now, of course, we don't usually have that kind of danger, but when it comes to the unknown territory, like it's not literally like you're in the wild in the unknown territory, but the program is still playing. And it's very important to know that all the great accomplishments and, you know, next level achievements and big swings at personal growth, they all happen in the unknown territory. So it's important to go out there at least once in a while. You know, I'm not saying all the time, but once in a while, maybe even proactively go into the unknown territory. And right now, the universe is basically telling you that this is all happening for a reason. Just relax and see what you're working with. Speaking of which, for your love life, immediately we have Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Fool. This is Aquarius energy. I'm gonna lay out the cards and then I'll come back and do the interpretation. But very exciting so far, and very similar colors. I'll show you. For your career space, we have Page of Swords, we have Three of Swords, and we have Four of Wands. Oh, I love this. And the advice, the Hanged Man. This is Sagittarius energy. Nine of Cups. And Judgment. This is Scorpio. So you have a few major arcanas here, 3 to be exact. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is like the date card in this deck. Yeah, there's a horse with wings, by the way. There's a picnic blanket, and yeah, a gorgeous man with flowers ready to go. What I would say with this Knight of Cups here is that in the month of December, you should find yourself open to new love. And now that I'm saying it, I'm reminded that we are in Mercury retrograde and it's gonna last till mid-December. But don't let it stop you from speaking to people, you know, and considering options. It's almost like you're interviewing them and you're taking notes for yourself. Like, okay, this is a maybe, This is, yes, I like you, but we'll see how the second date goes kind of idea, you know? So you don't have to make big commitments, and you're actually advised against doing that during Mercury retrograde, but at least you have those options and you start to explore in your head and with them and understand whether this can grow into anything more serious. And that you're absolutely welcome to do in Mercury retrograde, especially because it really also helps you to understand better, like as a energy of reflection and introspection, helps you understand what is it that you want, you know, who you are and how you see this. So for love life, you have Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Fool. Yeah, so this, again, the Fool card immediately tells me about, well, new beginnings, yes, on the nose, but also about being very open and do not overthink it, just go for it. It may be intimidating, especially for Taurus, but this is that extra mile, this is that unknown territory, right? I'm just gonna go with it. Somebody came up to me in the street and asked me out. I never do that. That's so suspicious to me. But why not? Maybe do it. You know, maybe share a contact that feels more safe for you to share, right? And you don't need to give them your address and stuff like that, right? So keep it relatively safe, but still be open to an opportunity to that you can find your person in that way. That's what I mean. That's an example. And then, of course, with these cards, there is an important soul connection that's either already in your life or is coming into your life. It could even be an ex-partner if they are coming back to the picture, which is again one of the motives of the Mercury retrograde. So this person can come back and play a part. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are the one, you know, use your discernment here, but it means that there may still be some remaining energy that's still some kind of like, I don't want to say bad blood, but something there that's still unresolved and not cleared out, right? So this information can come to light during this time when the soulmate resurfaces, right? And then you will see, based on what that is, obviously, what are the next steps and whether the story continues with this person or without them. And even if you're very confident that the soulmate is your person, you can still be open to new conversations and getting to know new people. You know, it doesn't oblige you to anything specifically, but it allows you to see perspective. It allows you to have that fresh, playful energy for yourself. In terms of romantic relationship, it's very important to be in that playful vibe, which can be harder to do with an ex, especially if you're not currently in a relationship, you know. It's almost like getting your engine running. For your career space, we see Page of Swords, Three of Swords, and Four of Wands. Yeah, so very interesting, especially with these Three of Swords and Four of Wands, quite opposite cards. But I like it because I've been talking about this death and rebirth energy that I'm sensing in the collective, and the main download that I received is that the Scorpio season was the death period, and then the Sagittarius season is the rebirth period, which is we are currently in, and that's going to be most of December. So to me, seeing the heartbreak and then building new strong partnership is kind of like that, like this is a death and this is a new beginning, you know, like something had to die or to be over, to be completed for this to start. The only thing that I would say that you need to take your lessons out of it, you know, whatever that previous failure was, or rejection, bankruptcy, I don't know what's relevant depending on your field of, you know, your domain and your occupation, your situation, but whatever it was, there are some lessons there for you to take up. And after you've taken this lesson, after you've acknowledged them, after you've accepted certain things, then this new long-term partnership can come in. And it's new and beautiful and joyful. I love this dancing energy. It's very free. It's like we don't need to, I don't know, to agree about every single detail up front, right? Like even if we're doing an event together, for example, right? Like maybe like I'm inspired by this picture specifically, right? Maybe it's an ecstatic dance kind of event, which I love, right? Like it's like, we'll figure it out. There is that freshness, and maybe even figuring out some things in the event, especially if you can afford it, in terms of, you know, for example, you being the performers, right? Or having that close connection with performance DJs, you know, people who facilitate, so that you can have that space for improv, for innovation, for something fresh, even in the moment, like picking up on the energy of the environment, of the audience. In your context, it could be clients and the market, you know. And then the advice, we have the Hangman, 9 of Cups, and the Judgment. Again, very interesting with the color, especially like this yellow and the orange. I love it. But yeah, with the Hangman and Judgment, there's definitely some kind of truth and even enlightenment that's coming in, right? It's almost like you can see what you really want. First of all, what lights up your heart, not just good on paper, but what is it that will make you smile for no reason? You know, just like you hear this concept or you hear this word and you start smiling uncontrollably, right? Like what's that looking like? What's that wish look like? So there is some kind of enlightenment coming in terms of who you are and what you want. There's also a different perspective here, and I'm getting for this specific situation, the download is that you will see the situation with the eyes of another person. So it's almost like you're going to look at yourself from the perspective of another person, like how they see you, or how they see your shortcomings, or how they see your life story. You know, like you'll almost like be able to put on like a special mask, or maybe, you know, goggles they have these days, glasses, Google glasses or whatever, that will give you that information. Very interesting. So be very connected in terms of your intuition, your guides, whatever that practice is to you, whatever your higher power is that you believe in. It's important to stay close and to stay in conversation. And of course, December is a time when we set goals for the new year, usually. And we do summary of this year, so feel free to do that, because that could give you different kind of triggers, positive and negative, that will help you shape what this new picture is gonna look like. Messages for Taurus from their personal interest, please. King and the Justice, and Judgment again, and Ace of Wands. All right, so we got 2 major arcanas here. They're really powerful. The Wand as well. The Wand, of course, especially since we're talking about relationship, it's passion, it's sexual drive and chemistry, right? Like this person really is feeling that with you. Like it's something supernatural, almost like the drive that they have towards you, even if it's a woman. Bless you. Well, and I just wanted to say, this is a confirmation, you know, that this is the truth. Even if it's a woman, you know, these women can also feel that sexual drive towards somebody, so it still applies. And then with Justice and Judgment, there is a big karmic rebalancing that's happening in your person's life, right? Like some things are starting to work out for them, starting to spin, to move, and they're seeing lots of opportunities in the future, both for balancing out this specific connection and their life at large. So they're collecting information, I'm hearing. It could be quite literally, it could be, of course, more energetically and spiritually, right? But there are certain missing links that they feel like exist in the system and the equation, right? So they're being guided for like more of that enlightenment and more thoughts to kind of fill in the blanks and build that system of living for themselves, of the way they operate in the world, the way they connect with people, the way they do business, all this kind of things. Very, very interesting. But yeah, they definitely see you part of that picture. Almost like there is some sort of initiation that happened because the two of you connected. And now they're starting to get into this whirlwind of, you know, bigger changes and bigger realizations. And like getting even more into that transformative energy. There we go. Let's call it that way. Okay. I am gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, Taurus. I love you guys. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy what I'm doing, or connect me for personal. And until next time,